Miss you. There's someone here who wishes to see you.
Who is it?
An embassy staff member by the name of Manny Kochin.
What? What's going on? Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moods just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Kochin? Yeah, the dude who killed her sister, I assume. I'll be right there. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu. Fuck me. Why are you here? I've no desire to ever see you again. Now, actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Fine, let's go. Coming through.
Bad. Von Karma. Been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on.
It's the crime scene where detectivism was useful and effective.
It's not like I don't know that. Moving on, though, Bad, the man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG-8 incident? So I was right. Just what is that man doing wandering around here? That Faraday, I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes.
Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak about the departed.
Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here. Oh my god. Papa, how can you place him in charge? Francisca, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer vacation. What else? Francisca von Karma. So she's here on vacation from Germany. It's actually like she's enlisted here? No. How old's Kay here? None. Because we don't actually know who she is yet. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his who's a junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it. You're not conveniently avoiding the bar exam, are you? Huh. If you are able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never! Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I'm 100% confident that I can do a better job than him. And that's just like Francisca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad.
Yeah.
These two will be conducting the investigation. Oh my god. Baby Francisca is gonna be my fucking partner.
What? You wanted to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene?
Huh. There's a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills.
Crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around.
I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad. And I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Francisca, I leave the case to the two of you. Understood, sir. Yes, Papa. I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me.
Hold on, Von Karma, I still haven't agreed to this.
Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Francisca. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Huh. Long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed it a bit. Miles Edgeworth, As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. Looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. It's just like him, he never fails.
Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad.
You're better off checking things out on your own.
Wait, did this get updated? Yes. 13, are you kidding me? Jesus. Mentor's daughter, studying on break. I mean, she's 20 in the main timeline. Good news. Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task. A fucking smug look, though. Damn, this is fresh. Defendant lobby number 2. The window. Oh, it's barred. Okay, never mind. Someone couldn't. They also could have shot through it. But they probably couldn't have, like, actually just gotten in, gotten out. That kind of meme. It's the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously. Well, not simultaneously. One would have died first, but no, whatever. Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking. What are you talking about? I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who truly is worthy of the Von Karma name. A competition. The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name? Exactly. I don't care that you became the prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Huh. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it, like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish. Fucking the smug look. Wipe it off.
Your kid's over there. Hold it.
Kid? Huh, serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. You're literally like 4 years younger? Oh, he doesn't have a profile. You're like 4 years younger than me or something? At the minimum? I said kid. How dare you call me a kid as well?
I'll do what I please. I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're going to watch over these two.
Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. How do I... No, do what I say from now on, kids, okay? You'd better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. Then you prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, alright? Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Oh God. Is he writing with a fucking expo marker? Detective Bad, may I have a word with you?
No. What is it?
It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons.
Yeah, it does.
That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the man acquire the weapons?
The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rell was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well.
Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if? It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. How could that have... He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it.
Huh? Maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid.
Is he going to treat me like a child forever?
Looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first. He would then counterattack. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from the scene like this.
Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence as to ensure the honor of the Von Karma name. Well, who's ever on top died last. So I don't know how he died. Like, I know he got stabbed or whatever, but I don't know how, like, killed him. Because it theoretically shouldn't have. What's this? There's some plastic bags stacked on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance.
Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy.
Logic. Evidence that there wasn't a struggle.
Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know?
Made the plastic bags scattered on the floor, throwing us off.
Okay, no, I can't, like, get the rest. Let's get this open window.
The window's open and... there's a fresh flowery scent in the air.
Oh, the flowers at the garden down there are so gross and ghastly.
Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change?
Well, there's no way for someone to escape through the window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor.
Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the window?
Yeah, it's iron bars. Well, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right?
They thought of everything when they were designing the courthouse.
Very nice.
Still could have been shot through the window though. Someone posted up on like a building or something. Fire straight through it. How's it going, Von Karma? I see. Did you figure something out? This is a competition, Miles. And as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me.
As you wish.
It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rell. At first glance, it seems that they must have killed each other. However,
using logic, the only logical conclusion is,
what was that outburst for?
My detective instincts just really hit me hard. It was Mr. Rell that fell first, see?
You don't need a detective's instinct for that, it's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more more than that until after I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking cranny. Whose blood bag? Why are there plastic bags scattered all around?
Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal.
I know that much, detective.
You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal?
Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? Probably.
Looks like Mr. Rell died with the knife in his hand.
There's some blood stuck on it.
And he must have used this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it.
Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a different intention in mind? I should jot some notes down about it. Yeah. I should get the blood tested. Run some tests.
Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand.
So he shot Mr. Rell and then fell on top of him while he still gripped onto the gun.
I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun?
It's not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one.
I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun. Mr. Faraday, how ironic it is for him to lose his life in a courthouse. Yeah, why'd it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time in continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of this murder. Right, I'm on it, pal. First he killed an embassy staff member. Then he murdered himself. Then was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel. Oh, this guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled in the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Dead Man. Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. Detective's intuition? Yep, do you know about it? Special feeling that all detectives... We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. Go away. Like these two. Yeah. There's a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got here? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Oh yeah. Please get that blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and that technician said that they didn't find anything else on or in the bag either. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so, I'll leave it in your hands, pal. I don't want to touch it. Plastic bag data jotted down. This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. Ah, yes, I feel refreshed. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Can I talk to that dude over there? No. Can I not? I want to look in this fucking bag. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. There's the evidence. I better not touch it. Oh, he prints on it. Do you just not pay attention to anything? Examine the TV. Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing's huge. Breaks it. Wow! Way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get fingerprints all over it. What? I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. Talk to Francisco. Nope, okay, still nothing. So, I still have other stuff to do. Detective Bad, do you have any thoughts on the case? Faraday and Rowe look like they killed each other to me. Although, There are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what'd they be?
Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy?
Well, now I've been downgraded to just boy. The TSV has been left on. Why are you looking at me like that? It wasn't me. I didn't touch anything.
Gumshoe, you do know what will happen if you touch something again.
Right. I won't touch anything. I won't even go anywhere near the TV, sir. And you, get back to your investigation, alright? I was planning to do so anyway. Or that was for the other guy, but whatever. Let me check this. This blood here is from Mr. Faraday, but there are no other clues to be found. Which begs the question, do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence? But then that bag gets covered in blood. And if that bag's covered in blood, that means that bag's evidence. Oh, God. Can't check those. No sign of a struggle, but there was a struggle. Plastic bags, I can't really look at these. His hand is all is all black down here, see? Wonder what it could be. If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. Ink stain? Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen. Feather pen? I've never seen one before. You sure you aren't just making it up, pal? Yes, Detective Gumshoe. Mr. L's cause of death was being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. L's cause of death. Was his body positioned like that? Detective Bat, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible. What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are. I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it. Labby? Yes, sir. We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir. And there you have it. Do you not approve?
Of course not.
What?
Investigation of a crime scene is a work of detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will ya?
Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir.
Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Huh. Let me look at this. This shouldn't have been lethal. He should still be alive. There's a knife wound in his chest here, see? I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding. Labby. Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. He stabs it.
Make it quick.
From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday.
Shot in the chest. It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, it could have been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean. Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. Thanks. You sure do know a bunch of, neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Pen. There's something in his breast pocket. Fountain pen. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. No one cares. It's because Detective Badger is always telling me. You should always write down your name on everything you own. Yeah, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. Oh, what a crazy way to go. Still, something about that explanation doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Logic. Fountain pen and an ink stain. Still don't know where the window's gonna come into effect. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand, I wonder if it might be from the ink from his fountain pen. Oh, that's the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe! I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I say, good work. Ah, you know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it's just one time in my life. If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. I don't know why it would matter if he's left or right-handed, unless the gun's planted. Okay, if you say so, pal.